Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were working with bees, making our first of the alveoli blocks and mutators. I went ahead and made a second alveoli block. I'll get to why in a second. And then we were working on trying to get lucky to get these guys to spawn, and well, we got lucky and these guys spawned. So we have the Crimson Cultists at our base, and that means we can kind of progress with Thaumcraft. Now, between episodes, a lot has happened. I have literally been AFKing for quite a bit. Wow, yeah, I've been AFKing for quite a bit. I've just been leaving this on, kind of in my little hidey hole right here near my bees, because bees are taking forever. So scented paneling, we need a lot of it. What is that? 200 more scented panelings to make our first and only alveoli. And that's kind of ridiculous. So I've been kind of waiting around and trying to figure out what to do next. We'll get to that in a minute. So I went ahead and made another alveoli block because I wanted to see if there was a way to speed things up, namely with UU matter. So I went through and I checked pollen. It seems to be the worst of it, but I checked the alveoli blocks and the scented paneling to see if we could scan it in here and duplicate it. We can't, unfortunately. So that is kind of a bummer. Oh yeah, I have a whole bunch of draconium in here. And some other things that kind of happened. Evidently, something updated. I'm not entirely sure what, whether it was this mod pack or whether it was thermal expansion, but something broke a lot of recipes. So we can no longer use charcoal to make steel. We can also no longer use the induction furnaces to make electrum. That's a little bit less of a concern, but we need to use coal powder in order to get refined iron. That's kind of a pain. Kind of breaks this system. I don't know what we're going to do with it because honestly we don't really need the wood. Also, I've been running out of power here lately, mostly because my machines over there get stuck, which we currently are out of power. I will show that off in a second once we get over there. This is more of a design flaw, not a actual like problem, so to speak. I say that weirdly. It is an actual design flaw in how we built the system, not necessarily something that's changed between episodes. But basically, this guy likes to fill up with either beans or onions, and yeah, that it's kind of a bummer. So that's a thing. That'll kind of fix itself out. Had to adjust some piping here just so that everything goes through the tesseract and whatnot. Not a huge deal, but something to kind of keep in mind. Yeah, so some other things that I did between episodes was I went ahead and made some more. So I made progress on the Crimson Cultist spawner. We captured one of those guys last time. I went ahead and finished making the spawner, the auto spawner, so we'll get that set up today. And I went ahead and I made a bunch more solar panels. By a bunch, I mean a couple. They're sitting over there. And I keep having this bug happen. I do not know what is up with that. I'm scared to click on the reactor because I'm scared that it will like crash the game or something. It's not that big of a concern. So there's that, but it is a thing that happens. And this should now be going up. Yep. These guys have plenty of power, and it will refresh. So, I think it might be a chunk loading thing. No, that's chunk loaded. I don't know. I'm not sure why that happens, but it does. It's mostly visible. Visible? It's visual, is what I was trying to say. So it's not that big of a deal. Something else I did was I went ahead and I added some sticky pistons here so that we can easily turn the fans off. Just so I can kind of get in here and do things. Let's break the Eldritch Guardian spawner. And we're going to put in the Crimson Cleric. Always active. Active with signal. And then we can do that and close the door. So we're just going to let that guy run for a little bit. We will eventually get what we need, which is the Crimson Rites, and everything will be good. So in the meantime... Whoa, they can open doors. I didn't realize they could open doors. Alright, well then, we got some Void Seeds. They also dropped Void Seeds, by the way, as well as their, Cultist stuff. So, I guess let's just do this, and we can turn that on. So that should be fixed now. They should be able to get out of here, out of there, rather, and they'll do their thing. They'll die to the mob grinder. Everything will be good. So let's just kind of verify that. I didn't know they could open doors. But yeah, cool. So that works just fine. Alright, so with that taken care of, we can start looking at some other things. So, out of curiosity, we're gonna get Void Seeds from them as well, which is really nice. It's something that we might keep that on for. But yeah, so, oh man, this is going to take forever. We are actually running out of honey too. I went ahead and something I did, so I had a pristine Meadows princess. I put in a whole bunch of industrious drones in there, so now it's making a lot more, pollen than we originally had. And that's something we can kind of continue doing as needed. But we need to go sleep so that bees still do their thing. And we can get into what I want to work on today. So a lot of things kind of went wrong. Happens, kind of is whatever. But we need to start looking to the future. And the future is getting to the Eldritch Dimension. So the Eldritch Dimension is going to give us Primordial Pearls, which is something we need for the creative mana pool. Now we are a long ways from this, which is fine considering there's a lot left to get. But the Primordial Pearls are something we really need. And we're only really going to get one, so we're going to have to duplicate it. And that's going to be fun. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So, but luckily we don't have to do we have to do a demon invasion? Let me look at this. Crystal clusters do require life shards and soul shards. So yes, we do need to do a crystal invasion, a demon invasion to get those. But yeah, there's a lot of blood magic stuff that we need to do. More than anything else, blood magic is kind of what we have to work on. Yeah, Eldritch Dimension. I will be honest, that place scares me, specifically the boss. So if you're not familiar with the boss of the Eldritch Dimension, in this version of Minecraft, there are like it's a possibility of like one of 4 bosses. Doesn't really matter which one you get. But something that Thaumcraft does is it kind of prevents you from cheesing the boss by using overpowered weapons. Quite simply, if you do more than, I think it's 20 hearts of damage or 20 attack damage, I'm not sure which, the number is 20 I believe, it enrages the bosses and they become crazy hard. Well, basically we want really good armor. Diamond armor is nice. I mean, this is pretty good diamond armor, not gonna lie, but we can do better, and so that's what we're gonna start working on today. And better means Draconic Evolution, specifically Wyvern, because, well, we need to make Wyvern before we can get into the Draconic Armor. Man, this is a recipe. So mana dust, we've made that before. Draconium blocks, we're going to need diamond ore, which is actually not that bad to do. We've made that before, not a problem. But it also requires industrial crafts quantum armor, which requires nanosuit armor, which is going to require a lot of things. So we're going to get to work on that, making a bunch of things. And just out of curiosity, have we got the Crimson Rites yet? Nope, but we've gotten a lot of Crimson Cultist hoods, greaves, and chest plates. So let's get our it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, let's get this guy. Let's scan all this stuff. Perfect. So we're gonna let that kind of go. I want to go check on our power situation. There's a lot of stuff left to do. Cool, that's working just fine. We have plenty of this stuff, and it looks like, yep, it's coming in pretty quickly. Perfect. This also broke for a little bit. I think it's... Yep, it's back to normal. Perfect. I have no idea why this broke. I tried putting speed upgrades in it, and something's broke over here. Oh, dust. I made a bunch of speed upgrades, and was trying that out to try to get Electro Team faster. Didn't work too well. So let's use like a handful of speed upgrades, and let's not go crazy. I had like 20 in each. Let's speed up the dust so that it kind of clears this out, and then we can get more sand. Or we can just clear this out ourselves. So let's get to work on this quantum armor. So we need, for all of these guys, we're going to need quantum armor. And I think that's the first thing we should do. Quantum armor is not terrible to make. It's going to require a lot of iridium. That's the first thing I want to point out. So we're going to need nanosuit for all of this stuff. Okay, so let's get the nanosuit armor first. So nanosuit armor is actually pretty easy, except for the helmet. The helmet's a little bit harder, but we're going to need energy crystals, it looks like. Okay. I have 3 energy crystals. Can I make energy crystals? No. Let's teach the system how to make energy crystals. So that would be energium dust. And we can make this stuff. So can we make 7 more of it? Certainly. Actually, it's only 9 that we can use. So 9 of these gives you an energy crystal. And that is just a compressor, correct? Yes. Which we should have... Do we not have a compressor hooked up over here? Yeah, no, we do. It's right here. Yeah, that's all that stuff. So there we go. We can make energy crystals now. So we only need 1 of them. That's not too bad. So let's get an energy crystal. And we're going to need... Is it the standard 24? There's 4, 6, that's 10... 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 carbon meshes. Or carbon plates. So that's not too bad. We can handle that. That'll take a minute to craft, but it will get there. And then the last thing we need is the night vision goggles, which is going to require some stuff. So what all of that do we have? Not much. Let's get 2 rubber bars. We're going to need those. And let's actually put this night vision. So we're going to need advanced circuit. That's not too bad. You can handle that. And RE battery. We're going to need bronze for this. Let's get like 4 bronze plates. I don't even think we need that many. And cool. It's doing all the production stuff. So these will turn into roller. Okay, so it'll give us 2. So we just need to do 3 of these. I made too many bronze plates. Oh well. So rolling. This will be pretty quick. And we have plenty of stuff to get more iridium, so we should be able to make most of this stuff, if not all of it. It's just a matter of whether or not we have enough systems in place to kind of do it. So, night vision goggles, we need 2 advanced heat exchangers. So, oh man, this is going to be the hard part. So we're going to need 2 heat exchangers, which is 2 circuits, and a bunch of copper. So let's get like 20 copper plates. And let's go ahead and get like another 3 circuits. Because we're going to need 2 of these, and we need lapis plates. So lapis does compress. We have a good bit. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 each? Yes. Okay. So because this is hooked up to the rest of the system, let's just put that in there. And it'll be fine. So while that is kind of doing its thing, I want to come over here. We're going to grab all of the honey ever, and we're going to throw it all in here. Just so that we can get plenty of honey for all of this stuff to start working. And it will continue producing scented panelings. Perfect. And then I guess the other thing to check is how is our Crimson Cultist doing? So robes, nothing yet. No rights, which is disappointing, but whatever. Alright, so these guys, we need heat exchangers. So 1, 2, and then can we make them, oh, we need 2 each. Ooh, even more expensive. 1, oh man, more copper. Just make like, honestly, let's make like 50 of them. Just because I don't know how much more copper stuff we'll need, but we have plenty of copper. 300 blocks plus about a little over 5,000. We should be good. So there's those, and then can we make, once we make another circuit, so 1 of these. And that should not take too long. Still crafting all of the carbon plates. Oh, it needs an iron plate. Ooh. Take the iron. There you go. Alright, so with that, should craft the circuit pretty much instantly. There we go. There's that. Now can we make the night vision goggles? We certainly can. Alright, now we need to see. There's the nanosuit helmet, and we don't have enough carbon stuff. So, with that taken care of, let's look at the quantum suit armor, and we're going to need a lot more stuff. We're going to need another scuba helmet, so let's go ahead and make this. So we're going to need some rubber bars. Let's go ahead and make like 30 of those. And how are we doing on carbon plates? There is that. And time to sleep again. You know. No crimson stuff. Why are we not getting the other armor set? We have the leggings with the robes and the hoods, but nothing else. Now this stuff we can burn down for resources for Essentia. But let's get in here and spawn these guys. Now it doesn't matter what kind of Crimson Cultist guys you have. You'll always get they all drop the Crimson Rites, I do believe. So that's just going to be something we're going to have to wait for. Anyways, let's get back to this. So for the quantum suit armor, we're going to need a scuba mask. Let's see, we're going to need 1, 2... lot of fancy stuff. We're going to need two more advanced circuits. And by the way, if you've never actually seen the quantum suit armor, it's very powerful stuff. It's just not really super useful. Let's get some iron bars when we have other things. Why did it not want to use that? And then do we have any glass? No. So let's make 100 glass. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of glass for a bunch of different things. Still making those, still making those. We're almost done with the carbon stuff, which is nice. I really need to upgrade these guys again to add more coprocessors. Something I will get to, I'm sure. I will have plenty of time to kill with bees. Once we get bees done, though, we will be able to kind of kickstart back into Draconic Evolution, which is what I really would like to do, just because it is going to give us a lot of really good things. 17. Let's go ahead and put those in there. And you know what? Do we want to do that? Let's go ahead and make 2 more alvearies. So, progress, I guess. Yeah, that is going to take forever because we need to do 3 stacks of 9. That is kind of crazy. So back to this. Do we have any glass yet? We do. So there is the scuba helmet we're going to need. Let's go ahead and make the leggings. And the boots. We still need 2 more carbon meshes, and it is very slowly crafting it. Coal is something that I've been slightly worried about. And also getting I really need to clean up all this wiring. It's such a mess over here. But it's so expensive to kind of make all this stuff. How bad is the controllers? I don't remember. I had to think about that one for way too long. Just requires a lot of processors, so I think that, and pure flux crystals, but that's not too bad. So I will finish making the big controller that I want to make, and then start working on kind of getting things a little bit better organized down here, moving things different places, whatnot. Like this whole system needs to move. Might actually have more than one eventually, just because of how much auto crafting we need to do. Send more stuff that way, a little bit more organized, all that kind of stuff. Wires and stuff shouldn't be too much of a problem to make. Just a matter of doing it, and I haven't felt like doing it, to be honest. I've been leaving this more AFK, so there is the nanosuit boots. So with that taken care of, let's get rid of that. Let's actually just get rid of all that stuff so we can do quantum suit. Alright, so they all are going to require a Lapotron crystal, which is going to require energy crystal. So we're going to need 4 more of these, as well as just make 10 advanced circuits. That's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get there. So the quantum suit, the helmet, we're going to need reinforced glass as well as iridium and reinforced plates. So the reinforced glass, we're going to need 2 of these. That's pretty easy. And then iridium reinforced plates, we're going to need 2 of these. That's the little bit more expensive stuff, but we have, how much iridium? We have 11. Not bad. So really the only thing we need now is the Lapotron crystals. So advance, we just need to get the advanced circuits, and that's going to take a little bit of time just because it's crafting a lot of redstone chipsets and whatnot. But this is still gaining power, so it's fine. So let's just let that finish, and then we'll need the 2 advanced circuits for other things. But once that's done, and we have all 4 Lapotron crystals, we can kind of move on. We're also going to need the jetpack, the electric jetpack, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more reinforced iridium. So 10 in total. We need 21 more iridium. Ew. I guess let's go ahead and tell this to repeat run. And it'll get there. That really does bother me. So as I was saying earlier, one of the big things we need to work on pretty heavily, apart from the tech stuff and getting all the stuff for the Galgadorian metals and all that kind of stuff, which I let the blazes spawn for a little bit between episodes, just kind of while I was AFKing, let certain systems run and whatnot. Got a decent number of blaze rods, I believe. Yeah, about 600. So we've got a good amount of blaze. I don't know if we have enough for the Galgadorian metal. We need about 30 blocks. No, we're about a seventh of the way there. That's a little ridiculous. So yeah, we're gonna probably want to up production of a lot of things. One of the big things is once we can get to the Eldritch Dimension, which is literally a matter of time now, there are sometimes spawners there. If we can find a vanilla mob spawner, we can turn it into a draconic mob spawner, and then we can have a lot of fun. Killing a lot of different things incredibly easily and quickly. Just something to kind of note. These guys just don't want to go anywhere. Okay, we'll throw that stuff in there. So it looks like we're still processing most of the stuff. This electric jetpack, we're gonna need another advanced circuit, of course. Let's get like 2 more. Tell us to do 2 more. And how are we doing on iridium? That's wrong machine. We already have 2. This is kind of more of a matter of time. Let's see, 120 we had. We're going to have at least half of that, so we'll try to make at least one of the things we need. But we're going to need to make the electric jetpack. Let's go ahead and do that. For that we just need glowstone dust and a bat box. It's going to require some RE batteries. Don't we have that on... Yeah, we do have those on AutoCraft. We need 3 of those. As well as an insulated tin cable. That's easy enough to deal with. And that will give us everything we need. And we've got the Crimson Rites. Awesome. Let's turn this off right now. Void Seeds are not that much of a concern to get. So, not too concerned about that. What are they saying about made of flesh, or... I don't even know. They're weird. We have 4 Crimson Rites. So while we wait for all this stuff to process, let's go ahead and look at Thaumcraft stuff. Once we make this jetpack, because we're pretty close to making that. Bat box. Why is taking so long? Rubber bars. Is there an issue with rubber bars? Did something else? No, it's just slow. Speeding up all these machines is something else I kind of want to do. Maybe we'll kind of spend an episode upgrading all of our base. I know it's, what, 100 and some odd episodes in, and we're just now doing that again, but we kind of need to. So anyways, let's grab the Crimson Rites, and let's read one of these. So right-click it, and we get some research. So that fills another page. Right here, the Crimson Cult, but more specifically, it gives us an Eldritch page right here, opening the eye. So we need to do some more scribing It's been a while since we've done that. And opening the eye is the last research you need in order to go to the Eldritch Dimension. It's not too bad. We might actually go ahead and open a portal, because why not? And we're not going to go through it yet, because I want the Wyvern Armor before we do that. So let's head over here. Let's grab our scribing tools, some paper, and I have some pulverized charcoal. Let's just refill our ink. Alright, so there we go. Now I want to see, is there anything else? I wish I could like zoom out. It'd be so much easier. There's a bunch of like enchants and stuff that we need to do. I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. The main one that we need to look up is Thaumic Tinkering. And yeah, we have all this stuff. So Acre Cloth Strap, Silverwood Wand Core. This stuff is the necessary things. So yeah, getting Corium tools, I don't think we need that. We do need to, I do need to figure out how to get the shards. But other than that, most of the stuff is pretty straightforward. Yeah, there's gotta be, right here it is, dimensional shards. Specific shards, these are rarely held by either zombie pigmen living in the nether or endermen living in the inn. Okay, so I don't think I have any of those, but let's go ahead and do this. So Eider is movement and earth. Permutatio is those. So earth. Actually, earth, crystal, Ordo. See this, and then void. Alienus is vacuous and darkness. Cognito is fire, so we can do this, and fire, and then Lux again. Pretty easy. So let's go ahead and do this research. And now we can open the eye. What does that mean? Well, basically, now we can craft the Eldritch Eyes. So much simpler. And the other thing is we can literally open the portal to the Eldritch Dimension. So Eldritch Eyes, we need 4 of them. Don't we have 4 on there already? So we just have to go over there with our wand that has 150 of each. That is the key. Or no, it's 100 of each, not 150. Let's grab paper. And I'm going to throw the paper in here. Might do more research kind of as I feel like it. Might not. Don't know. Haven't decided yet. But anyways, we're going to want... don't we have another wand? Did I never make the infernal one? I guess not. So I guess we need to grab this. We need to charge it up. Easiest way to do that is to grab our Dagger of Sacrifice, which is not in there. That's all that stuff. I think it's over here. I stored a lot of stuff because of going to the... planning on going to the Eldritch Dimension and not. Where did I... oh, it's on my person. And we'll come over here. Turn this guy on for just a second. And make sure the fans all work. Cool, perfect. So we kill these guys, we get some blood. And this should fill up. We only need a little bit of fire. So it's just a matter of, there's some. And is it filled? It is. Okay. And we can just leave those guys alone. So I think, yeah, this is a Thaumian Boss Silverwood Wand. So we should be able to just come over here, kill this guy. And I've got to remember how to open the eye. It is on the keystone with a wand. Okay. So there we go. It just drained all of our stuff, but we now open the portal to the Eldritch Dimension. Now I've said this before, but the Eldritch Dimension is kind of nasty, and more importantly, or I guess more, I think more importantly, it is incredibly dangerous, because we cannot fly. Flight is disabled completely. There's also some issues with if you go outside the labyrinth maze of the I know those are the same words. If you go outside the labyrinth of the Eldritch Dimension, you will die. There is like void-like stuff. I don't know if it destroys gravestones, but I know I've lost items in other series and playthroughs of Thaumcraft to the void out there. See regrowth. But yeah, it's not fun. It's kind of nasty. So there's a bat box. We can then make the electric jetpack with glowstone. I don't know why glowstone has such an issue with the plagiaristic system. Alright, can we make this guy now? So there is the quantum suit. Now we just need to make 1, 2, 3 more of those. And iridium reinforced plates times 4. We should be able to do 4. And if not more. So we're just going to do a single run. And then we'll make the rest as we need. Is this still actually processing, or no, it's just a visual bug. Happens all the time. Anyways, there's the iridium ore, so let's get iridium reinforced plates times 4. That'll take just a second to craft. And then quantum suit leggings, we'll need 2 basic machine casings. So that we already have. And then quantum suit boots, we're going to need some rubber boots. And am I actually out of rubber? Wow. Let's just cook up like 100 of those. So can we make the quantum suit? What is it processing? Oh, needs a lot of advanced alloy. So this is something that we can kind of work on. Now with the quantum suit is not quite, it's a little bit better than diamond, but its real power comes from kind of all the abilities it gives you. It gives you a lot of different things. If you've never actually used the IC2 stuff, I highly suggest going and using it all, because it is really cool. But let's craft like 30 of these. I need a lot of wood, which, hey, I have a bunch of wood at a tree farm that's no longer useful. But yeah, so it's one of those things of like, actually, hold up. What can we use the charcoal for? Shape crafting, it is black dye. Can we use it? You know, it'd be probably easier just to check. Black dye, yep. No. See, it says that we can use that. But if I take that out, I will be very angry. Okay, so now it wants to work. That's rude. Anyways, so maybe this isn't broken. I don't know. I don't know what the issue was. What's in here? Iron. Okay. We might need to use iron dust, but it doesn't look like it. So I have absolutely no idea. Anyways, let's go ahead and I want to make a bunch of frames because very useful. So 30 frames, there we go. Put the pollen and the royal jelly in there. Perfect. Okay, so if you've never actually used the quantum suit armor, I highly suggest it. It is legitimately really kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of IC2 in general, just because of I dislike that this is the most powerful power source, and it's not even that powerful. The mod itself just kind of feels weak in terms of power generation. I don't know what it is. It might just be me. It just might be me not knowing how to properly use the mod, but I don't know. I've never really cared for IC2. That being said, can we make 2 of these? We need 1 more. Really? Okay, we can do that. In fact, we already did. Let's also tell the system to make like a bunch of advanced alloys. 40 sounds like a good number. So reinforced iridium plates. Let's make 2 of those. And glowstone. But yeah, we're going to just bypass it for Wyvern because it's so much better. And let's go ahead and start putting this stuff in here. And the next kind of task is to start making the Wyvern stuff. So all of the Wyvern gear requires diamond ore. So let's get some diamond blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stone. If I can spell stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll get this started. Cooking up. That'll give us the diamond ore that we need. And anything in here, I tend to leave stuff. So I've made a bunch of pulverized coal. That'll be good if we need more carbon meshes, carbon plates type stuff. And what all do these guys need? So do they need two wyvern cores each? So that is 8. I think we can go ahead and make 10 of those. So it's going to make a bunch of stuff. But that's all automatic. The wither will be spawned. Everything will be good. And that'll be fine. So primal mana, we have 3 of those. Now the pure mana stuff we get from primal mana and a mana infused block. So mana infused blocks we can make pretty easily. We just need to get the primal mana and get that taken care of. So just want to make sure all my crafting benches are empty. So we have 200 millibuckets of primal mana. We need a lot, and that is experience and draconium. So hey, we have a lot of both of those. So it's like 2 ingots of draconium each. Just make 8 ingots worth, and then we'll deal with the rest of the stuff. So once we get the primal mana, which this is all liquid XP, I want to take it over there bucket at a time. Actually, no, I don't. Let's just pick up this guy. And he goes into the system, unfortunately, because he's right next to a vacuum hopper. We can break this guy and replace him. Now there are ways to turn essence into liquid XP. I don't know if we'll need to do that, but if we ever do, there are ways. So just kind of a side note. Anyways, let's put that there. That'll pour all of that in there. And then once it's close to being done, we can let's see, we could set up a really cool automation system for this. So let's get a servo. Let's get a Signalum servo so it's a little bit faster. Do we have the iridium plates yet? No. What are we making? It's waiting on making the advanced alloys, so that's fine. A little bit extra advanced alloys is nothing to worry about. But let's get fluid duct and a lever, which we don't have, so we just need a stick. And that's it. So we'll make the lever. We can then do some fanciness. So what we can do is we can have this. I guess we need one more fluid duct, and we'll put that like so. So we do this. First of all, we disconnect these, and then we put the servo right here. Now, if I put something here and tell this low and tell this high, that does not switch them. Okay. But right here they would. So what we can do then is just fluid duct around that. And what this will enable is it switches what we want. So this actually has, unfortunately, all of this stuff, because I didn't think about that. And we're gonna need more primal mana, but let's go ahead and stick this back over here, and if we flick this again, it should drain all of the XP pretty quickly too. And then we can do that and just add more draconium. So let's get like 16 more ingots worth. Why not? You know, I realize it's not the best of ways to handle that. So it's just going to be a continuous loop. Yeah, let's break that. And we'll just do high on both of them. And I guess we'll just make 2 switches. I thought I could be clever, but nope. So there is primal mana. And it can't make any more because of this stuff. So let's get another stick. And get another lever. Drain all that out. I don't know why it's not taking... Oh, because it needs 2 ingots. So let's just put all those in there. And how much are we up to? 2,000? Okay, so that's pretty close. Iridium reinforced plates. We should be able to get the pants now. And last thing we need is just the boots. Can we get the boots today? So we need 2 more iridium reinforced plates. Can we get 2? No, we're missing all 8 iridium ore. Okay. Everything else, let's make the rubber boots, I guess. So we just need wool. And there's 1 and 2. So quite literally all we need to do is get a little bit more iridium, 8 more in fact. So that's about another bucket's worth of UU matter. I really cannot wait till we get access to... Okay, why are you broken? Okay, this happens sometimes, and I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, and it's weird. I think what's happening is they're placed at the same time, and it doesn't recognize that it formed the wither. But that shouldn't be a problem. If it leaves one there, that should be okay. But it needs to place the heads last. That's the issue. So hopefully, yeah, it does that. So it places the bottom one. So it's not fully automated, but it's automated enough. And if that places... Yeah, so it needs to place a skull last. So we'll just do that. So there's 4, 4, 4. So this one needs an extra. And I don't know why it's not placing the bottom one. That's really strange. That was kind of close. Anyways, let's go ahead and throw that back in there. And I'll kind of have to keep an eye on this, but it's kind of whatever. It seems to work sometimes, and other times it just kind of messes up and forgets how to do its job. Alright, so we have 6 ingots. We just don't have enough of this. Alright, so we flip the primal mana. And then flip that. Okay, cool. So now, I mean, we can just pick this guy up. Actually, could we just... Could we do this? And then whenever we want to insert it, we just... Hey, we can. Perfect. And then if we don't want it, there we go. So we have enough stuff to make the pure mana. And that is one last step. So we're going to need some energy cores. That's not too bad. We're just going to need a lot of destabilized redstone. We've got a good bit. We're going to need 4 times... Okay, so we're going to need about 3,000 buckets worth. That's not terrible, but we'll get there. So, yeah. That taken care of. We just do that and turn it off. Perfect. And this is something we can just kind of bucket as needed. There's the pure mana, which we can then turn into the mana dust. And there we go, 2 for each. We can grab the diamond ores, and I think this is as good as any point to call the episode. I'm going to deal with the withers, get the rest of the draconic cores that we're going to need, and the draconium and all that kind of stuff, all the auto crafting. And next episode, we are going to try to finish making the wyvern tier. Now, if we want to take this to the next level, we're going to need awakened cores plus a lot more pure mana and awakened draconium. So that's going to have to wait until after we finish bees. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We probably won't wait for full draconic armor to go tackle the Eldritch Dimension, but we do need to kind of do something in the meantime because bees are going to take a while. In case you haven't noticed, bees are going to take a while. I can expand production, but that's only going to help so much. We just need a ton of resources. So that's the kind of where we're at. So I'm going to figure out things to do, and whatnot. And we'll come back next episode and finish up the Wyvern Armor and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!